So it's time to signal boost a few things. Just as a short little video here. First of all, Guacamelee 2, which is a wrestling-based video game because it involves you dressing up in sort of lucha attire to be a hero and whatever. The sequel has a release date. It's coming to PS4 and I believe PC at the same time. Tuesday the 21st of August, so give or take a month here or there, at least if you're watching this as it goes up at the end of July and whatever. So yeah, that should be interesting. The second one, if you have played the first one like me, there's new moves, new abilities for your chicken form. You'll know if you play the first game. There seems to be different, like, world, like Link to the Past style, living and dead. And there's also 4-player local drop in and drop out. So I don't know if there's online stuff. Probably not. But there's a whole load of stuff. And then it's going to pleasantly be priced at $20. So as a digital version. Yeah, it's a very good game, Guacamelee. I recommend you catch it if you can. Certainly the first one as it stands is pretty much on everything. It's on the PS4, it's on the Xbox One, it's on Switch as well as Steam and GOG. And I think Humble as well, but that obviously is Steam codes anyway. But yeah, it's on GOG. I don't know if it's coming immediately to GOG, though, in terms of the sequel. Not sure of that. The big thing I wanted to talk about is the trailer that showed up this week for Fallout Miami. Because it looked more impressive than Fallout 76. You may wonder, why is that? Well, the thing is, Fallout 76 is obviously being developed by Bethesda. Fallout Miami is a community-made mod in Fallout 4. Basically, it's been in development for the last few years. The first trailer actually came out this week, and it looked very intriguing as to the storyline of where it's going, and also certainly the aesthetic of the Fallout Miami logo was very good. But doing a dig through like the blog and the subreddits that Eurogame has done, they've noted that the mods basically want Fallout Miami to be on the level of like the DLC you got Far Harbor and whatever for Fallout 4, which was actually a very well received DLC compared to a sort of good to mixed / good responses in terms of the original, vanilla Fallout 4. The idea is it's going to have a main quest, multiple side quests, a whole load of new items, and a big cast of voiced characters, not just, NPCs that are just not saying anything. The map size is apparently slightly larger than Far Harbor, which is pretty good for what it seems to be, but the core subject seems to be an ideological struggle between order and freedom. So it's sort of it seems to be the same sort of aspect as what you had in New Vegas. Nearly 8 years ago, I think. I think New Vegas was 2010. But yeah. Basically, there's new factions of obviously modders, because obviously the stuff that's set for the Fallout 4 world doesn't really fit in terms of New England sort of area. So there's all sorts of different gangs like the Cubanos and the Dreamers and the Nuclear Patriots. They're currently working on a group called the Tide Riders, which are like surfer, hunter-gatherer style characters, with a hippie ghoul leader by the name of Max Guru. There is no release date for it. It'll be basically ready when it is. Obviously, it'll only be available on PC because of the scale of it. They won't be able to put it on Xbox, and obviously because of Sony's crap with mods, it's not happening on there. Because of course it isn't, because that'd be common sense. So, yeah, and from what it looks like, from how people felt about the reveals about Fallout 76, and the fact that it's some sort of online thing that you need to play with other people, which has some people concerned to some extent. Perhaps this Fallout Miami mod is an alternative. Admittedly, we might be waiting a while for it to actually show up, but if Fallout 76 isn't as good as people want it to be, it's going to be an issue. The fact that, because, yeah, 14th of November, as it stands, is when Fallout's coming out. If that isn't very good, then everybody's going to be really waiting for Fallout Miami. Because by the logic and by the fact that apparently they're switching to a new game engine, means you're probably not going to see a Fallout 5 until at least 2022, I'd have thought. Because if we're going on the fact that they're not even announcing Starfield or Elder Scrolls 6 yet, you know, so I'm guessing Starfield will be 2019's E3, Elder Scrolls might be 2020's, which might not even be a 2020 release, because they seem to be gearing for new engines / new consoles. We'll see, but yes, Signal boosting some good things for you to check out. Search Guacamelee 2, search Fallout Miami. You'll find all the goodness somewhere on the nets of Inter and all that. Anyway, that's all from me. Check out all the other content on this channel. Either click the subscribe button, click in the bell thing, whatever that does, or check out some of the, hopefully the other videos that are somewhere to the side of me. I can't remember which side. But there'll be some there. Some AJ's movie reviews maybe. Some Sip and Snacks with Owen. Some Snack Stashes with me. Some other gaming stuff that I've been talking about over how many years? I don't know. Halloween Horror Night stuff in the archives as well. Lots of good stuff for you to check out on here. So, hope you enjoyed. And, yeah. This is where I awkwardly end the video because I never know how to end these things. I've said that about 5 times now, so you'd have thought I'd have got used to it.